Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to.
My glasses
are. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation Podcast Holiday Festival Edition. Today we are with Nancy, and she is with the Armadillo Christmas Bazaar. They are just in Austin. And Nancy, thanks for joining us. You've got quite the history here. Tell us a little bit about you and where you grew up, and a little bit about your family and your career.
Well, first of all, as you can see, I have a very messy office. So I apologize for that. I grew up in Dallas, and long before you were born, I think, and grew up as a music lover. And so I was able to catch a lot of music, and I ended up marrying a man in the music business who managed Freddie King, great blues artist, and a little band called the American Blues, and they ended up merging with Billy Gibbons and became ZZ Top. So I had exposure to a lot of good music, including the time my ex took over management of the Central Forest Club, which was a wonderful blues venue, an old movie theater in South Dallas that hosted national touring acts. And I saw some amazing acts there. Tina Turner, Gladys Knight and the Pips, King Curtis, and on and on. So I've been fortunate to see a lot of good music.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it kind of encouraged me to seek out the music industry as a career.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's jump into the Armadillo Christmas Bazaar. Let's start with the when and the where.
Okay, it is located in Austin, Texas, and it begins on Friday, December 15th, and runs through Saturday, December 23rd. And it's at the Palmer Event Center in Austin, Texas.
Very, very good. All right, 3 questions that help our listener get the full perspective of what's going on. So I want to know what it looks like. When you walk in the doors, what are you going to see? What does it smell like? What are you going to smell in the air, meaning foods? And then 3, what are you going to hear? Let's talk music. So let's go back. What are you going to see when you walk in the door?
When you walk in the door, and I'd like to encourage everybody to go to www.armadillobazaar.com, and you'll see some amazing shots. It's brightly lit, but not shining in your eyes, booths full of arts that have been done by local and national artists. They have a very good system of selecting the people who produce their art for the show, and it's a wonderful opportunity to see some new products that are out on the market.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's talk food, because so many people
I'm gonna switch the food, the sensory, the smell of food, to the sound of food, which is music to my ears, which is the music. And so if you don't mind, I'd like to combine both of those sensory topics together. Yeah. The Armadillo Christmas Bazaar started in 1975, and it was an offshoot of the Armadillo World Headquarters, which was a large venue in Austin that housed a lot of hippies and rednecks. They all came to enjoy the same music, and it started out when some of the people that were street vendors down on the drag, which is by campus at UT, in the wintertime, they didn't have a warm place to be outdoors. So the Armadillo invited them in, and they moved their art and their shows of their wares that they would sell to the Armadillo. And that's when the Christmas Bazaar started in 1975 at the suggestion of Lucinda Williams, who was friends with Bruce Walensik, our producer. Mm-hmm. And he and Lucinda kind of put that art show together. And then over the course of the years, they started having music to accompany the art. And when we first started out, we only had 1 band a day. Now we have 4, and we run for 9 days. So we have 4 performances a day.
Wow.
With national touring acts that are from Austin or regional. And we have a tradition of having really good a really good lineup. I've been booking the music for the show for probably 34 years, I think. And we have everybody from Ray Wiley Hubbard to Marsha Ball to Asleep at the Wheel and all kinds of fabulous acts. Plus, we bring in a lot of the newcomers who are just starting out. We started out years ago bringing in a band of heathens, and they've really soared to the top of the Americana charts, and we were one of their first festivals that they played. So we're proud of our people.
Well, you talked a little bit about your origins. Talk a little bit about your passion. What's kept you going in this business for 30 some years?
Well, two things, I think. As far as the Christmas bazaar or just in general for music, I love music for one thing, and I'm a big fan. And the second thing is I like to help out Austin musicians. I produced the music in the Austin airport for 14 years. And when I left, we had 23 shows a week. So we were able to pay musicians for day gigs where they could make a little extra money during the day and then at night have a regular show. And plus they got their music out because they were able to sell CDs, and travelers would pick up a CD and take it to another city. And then when they'd play in that city, they'd already kind of have a built-in audience from the people that had seen them in the Austin airport.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For
Yes.
sure. Very good. Okay, a couple of fun questions. This is just from me. I like to survey and talk with people. I want to know, what's the best concert you've ever seen?
Well, when you say seen, I can immediately say the Beatles because you couldn't hear them during the whole show. The girls were screaming so loud, but I did see them, couldn't hear them.
That's great. I love that. I never heard that before.
It's true.
No, I bet. Dead or alive, you could see one artist or musical act again. Who would you want to see?
Probably the band.
Mm.
They're one of my top favorite bands.
Okay.
Also, and I've seen him a million times, Delbert McClinton. He's always puts on such a great show.
Yeah. He does.
I threw in two.
I've got a guitar player that I play with occasionally that's always talking about Delbert. So
yeah, he's a great guy.
Yep, absolutely. What do people need to know? Where can they find out information further on the Armadillo Christmas?
They can go to armadillobazaar.com. They can buy their tickets online. Everything's digital now. And we'd love to encourage people can come and spend the whole day and see lots of different bands and lots of cool stuff to buy for Christmas presents. You can drink a beer, eat, listen to music, and shop. Where can you do that all in one place?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. That's phenomenal. Well, I tell you what, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today, and I appreciate having you on. Absolutely.
Well, feel free to share our website.
Yep.
And let people know about us because it's a lot of fun.
Very good. And tell us that website one more time.
www.armadillobazaar.com.
All right. Thank you so much, Nancy.
Jake.
You bet.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old jerk road. Are you ready to go if you want to?